what would achieving immediate, enthusiastic buy-in to change in one day mean to your company?
I was trained as a ship design and construction. And a year out of college, I'm working in a shipyard, and I received an offer from an international company to manage ship construction in Spain. I enthusiastically accept. Great learning international with a bunch of people who I know and trust. So a year in, things are going really great. My boss sends me over to Lisbon to look at one of the previously built ships in this series to see if we can learn anything from the repairs there that we can apply to the new ships. We open up in the inspections the bottom end bearings of the main engine, big diesel engine. And as we open that up, we see all of the bearing material that is supposed to be in the bearing is lying on the crankshaft in pieces. This is really bad. Everybody's concerned. So I call my boss in Chicago. I describe to him, this is what happened. He thinks for a minute and he says, fix it. I'm I'm 23. I have no authority. I don't know anything about how you make bearings. I have no staff. I have no budget. I don't speak Spanish or Portuguese. We don't have a contract with the company that built the engine, and they build it under license from the Dane. Piece of cake, right? Fix it. So, okay, this is a big challenge, but I'm determined to validate my boss's confidence in saying just two words. So I go to Spain and I ask the engine maker, what's the plan? What are you going to do to fix this? They say, well, really, the Danes have a problem. We don't. So I'm sitting in my hotel room in Spain, and I I got nothing except I'm there and I'm convinced that I am going to get to a solution. It gets worse. I get permission to go down into the plant and see how they make the bearings. Okay, the workers only speak Spanish. I speak English. I expected that. But the real issue was the management told them that I was there to tell them how to fix the bearings. I didn't even know what they did. So this is going to be dangerous. If I say anything, they'll do it. But that's not going to get us to fixing the issue at all. So I'm thinking there has to be another way here. And I come up with an idea to try to turn my lack of knowledge to my advantage. So I communicated to them, I don't know anything about making bearings, but you guys do this every day. You know what you do. Let's work together and see if we can connect what you do to what we see in the bearings. Works beyond my wildest dream. In a couple weeks, we not only fix the issues, permanently raise their manufacturing capability, and more important, they and the management own the result. It's not mine, theirs. So I took from that two core principles that I use actually every day now. One, 90% of the issues that waste time and money in a company and produce bad results are embedded in their processes and interactions. with the caveat that that's usually different than how they've documented or how they expect that it works. Reality is a different thing. Second core principle: employees are the world's experts at knowing what they actually do every day. No training required. They know that. So let's take a look at that caveat to the first principle. It's important. So reasons I've seen that processes diverge from expectations and documentation include IT systems that don't support the business, uh, workarounds to ineffective and inefficient processes, undocumented knowledge, and issues relating to change and growth. It's common wisdom that employees resist change. People heard that? Okay. My experience in the 25 years since I founded For a Better Business, working with companies, with organizations, companies across industries, and with the management, getting the buy-in from the management and the employees, and achieving large-scale change in short periods of time, is that really employees don't necessarily resist change. What they really resist is the change, the type of change in which they are the changee and they have no voice. But if you engage them in participation and contribution to the change and get a better result, they will change in a heartbeat. So I've distilled my experience with large scale and rapid implementation into 5 key elements that you can use in your business today. 1, eliminate fear. 2, acknowledge to employees that you know they are the world's experts at knowing what they do every day. 3, capture and visually document how things really work and work together. 4, as you do that, all of the issues that really need work and will improve the company will appear. Engage the employees in resolution, contribution, participation, and resolution of those issues. And 5, implement right away. Don't wait. Don't make a list due in a year. Implement. If you immediately communicate the core principles and these 5 elements I listed, you will be able to develop buy-in to change across the organization in 1 day. And you can use that to implement change at speed that has a transformational effect in the company. Instead of fighting resistance to change, you can spend all of your time in actually implementing beneficial change that people want and engage the whole organization in improving productivity, profitability, and growth. Importantly, to make this continuous, you are also creating an environment that is psychologically safe for change and an improvement-seeking culture that attract and retain employees.